and get myself set up. Oops, let me change cameras. Forgot. Getting all fancy. Okay. Okay. There we go. I'm going to grab my water. Make sure it's nearby. I'm super thirsty lately. I'm not sure why. All right, we're going to start seated. Getting those shoulders right over your hips. Pulling in that belly so you're nice and tall. Let those shoulders relax, hands right on your thighs. And you just start with breathing, right? Pushing out on that belly as you breathe in, pulling in as you breathe out. Try and make that exhalation pretty forceful, right? So breathe in and then just a few times so you can feel the breath. Coming in, filling those lungs, and then blowing it out. And as you're sitting here, kind of assessing things, I want you to feel, kind of think about what's tight, what you're feeling where there's some tension. And when we get to those areas, kind of think about relaxing them a little bit more. When we're trying to stretch them out. More deep breath in and out. Go ahead now and let that head, kind of roll that head back and forth. The top bone is that occipital bone. It's a real mobile bone right underneath your skull. It allows that head to turn and move. Just kind of zigzag it around. And then we're looking over that left shoulder. Right? Feel that neck stretch all the way through. Big breath in, blow it out. And then roll that head around to the other side. Looking over that right shoulder. Feeling that left side. Stretching out some trap muscle, neck muscle. Bring that chin down into your chest. And again, working on that breathing the whole time. So you're pushing out as you breathe in, forcefully breathing out. Letting the back of that neck stretch, with the head just hang, gravity's doing some work. Hold that chin back up. We're going to drop our left ear to our left shoulder, stretching out that trap muscle, and then gently bring that chin in to your shoulder or to your chest. Letting it stretch. And bring it back up, nice and tall. Drop the right shoulder to the right ear to the right shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out, let that neck stretch. If you want, you can roll that chin into your shoulder a little bit, get that whole trap muscle stretched out, shoulder muscle. And bring that head right back on top of the shoulders, nice and straight. Try and feel that head, the crown of your head, lift a little bit to the ceiling. We're going to get a big stretch up with those arms, starting to work into our torso and our arms. Reach up, lifting those shoulders off of the hips. Arms coming down. Let them drop next to your sides, right? So those shoulders are sagging down. Another stretch. I'm going to have you grab underneath your chair and drop that chin or that left ear to left shoulder. So we're grabbing with our right arm and dropping that chin down so you're getting that nice stretch. Shoulder and neck now. Breathe. Relax that. Come on up. Nice and tall. Reaching up with those fingers. Exhale, come down. Grabbing under the chair with that left arm and dropping that right ear down. So you're getting a shoulder stretch right at that joint by your neck and your shoulder. Letting that stretch out, open up, keeping that shoulder squared. Inhale, exhale, come on up with those arms, nice and tall. Reaching up. Down with those arms and bring them around. Give yourself that nice hug. I've got my right arm underneath. It doesn't matter which one. And we're going to roll, kind of crunch forward, arching that upper back, getting a big stretch. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, wrap it, unwrap everything, come on up, nice and tall, get those fingers to the ceiling. And exhale, we're gonna bring the opposite arm underneath. So for me, it's gonna be my left. Give yourself another hug, you deserve it. And roll forward, giving that back a little bit of a stretch, pulling those shoulder blades away from the spine. Belly's nice and strong. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. Inhale deep, exhale, relax, and unwind everything, bringing it up nice and tall. This time we're going to grip our fingers together, reach our fingers up, and over to the right side, keeping that left hip on the ground, on the seat. Nice big stretch. Bring it back to the middle. Arms come down. Let them hang next to your side. Shoulders open. Come on back up. Big breath in. Grabbing those fingers to the other side. Reach. It's kind of a half crescent here, right? You're keeping that head between the arms. Arms are stretching to the corner or ceiling corner. Come on back down, arms are gonna hang. Right, shoulders are nice and squared. Letting those arms hang down to the side, opening up that chest. Breathe in, come up. And we're gonna rotate to the right side. Go ahead and grab the back of that chair outside of the right knee with the left hand. Knees are pushed apart. And we're going to just rotate around that spine. So you're nice and tall. Feeling that belly support your low back. Breathing in, breathing out. And bring it back to the middle. Let those arms sit on your thighs for a second here. That was a big stretch. You should have felt it in your core, your low back. Oops. One more deep breath, reaching up. Nice and tall. John's joining us, I think. Yep. I think there he is. Okay. Reaching up nice and tall. Sorry. Up. And we're going to do that big rotation to the left side. Right arm outside your left knee. Grabbing the back of that chair. Just gently rotating around your spine nice and tall. You got this. Nice and tall. Belly in. Breathe. Breathe. Give me one more nice deep breath in. As you do, you're lifting that chest up. And then exhale. Bring it back to the middle. Arms are right on top of your thighs. Big breath in. Blow it out. We're going to go ahead and bring that chest forward. Using those thighs, their knees right now for support. And I want you to lift the crown of your head up. And as you go forward, that head is reaching away from your hips, right? So you're trying to make that spine as long as possible. Stretch it out so you're getting that nice low back stretch. And then we're going to down, hands right down between your knees, either on your shins or if you have a pillow there, that works. Getting that nice stretch, pulling it forward to get the head away from your hips, and gently lower that back down and round it out. Make it nice and round, let that head low between your hands. Getting a little bit of traction on that neck. Feel free to kind of adjust and move and let it relax, whatever that takes for you. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, roll the spine all the way back up so those shoulders are stacked on top of your hips. And kick out that left foot, right? So you're going to point those toes up and kind of flex that foot up. And I'm going to have you post your right hand on your right knee and then gently reach down as far as you can, right? Wherever that you feel you should feel the stretch on the back of the leg, keeping that knee straight. Whatever that end point is for you is going to be personal, right? Breathe in, breathe out, and relax into that stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. If you're to the ground, then go ahead and use it, right? You can use both hands on the ground. You're elongating that head away from the hips and bringing that chest gently into the thigh. Breathe, relax. And bend that foot. Use the other side to push yourself back up. Not that you can't do it, but I want you to kind of feel that, let that body relax and not go into a tense extension there. All right, right side, same thing. We're going to point that toe up so you're flexing the foot, keeping it as much of a 90 degrees as you can, so that's part of our stretch. The knee is straight. Using your left arm on your left leg, go ahead and reach as far down as you can on your right. Or the other side, whatever side you're on. Breathe into that stretch, slowly letting that upper body relax. Using the ground for support, go ahead and drop that chest into that thigh, keeping the head and the spine nice and long. The low back, this is the hamstring. One more breath in, breath out, bend that leg, and use it to come back up. Wow, I'm getting a little loose already. All right, we're going to rotate around. You know this one. On the edge of the chair, we're going to do that hip flexor stretch. So push your foot back. So I want you on the laces of your, on the top of your foot, laces, whatever, point that foot straight back. So some of us, like I do, I'll curl my foot in. I want it to point straight back. We're leaning on that front leg to start, right? We're trying to creep that back foot back, my right foot. And then gently, ever so gently, push yourself off of your left leg and get yourself to as much straight as you can. You need to bring that foot in a little bit more, that's okay. We're trying to get that nice stretch all the way down. So this is a shin stretch, a thigh stretch, a hip flexor stretch, and then gently rotate those hips forward like you're doing a half pelvic tilt, and you're going to get even more of that stretch right over that hip. Breathing in, breathing out. Exhale, come on forward, pull that leg through. Come back into your middle position. And rotate to the other side. Same thing. And then remember, not both sides are the same. Don't force. Let that leg extend back. My shin's super tight on this side, so my foot wants to curl in, so I'm trying to keep it straight. And I'm pushing myself up. Nice and tall, feeling that stretch on the whole front side of my leg. I do a little bit of a pelvic tilt. Curl that hip forward, bring that pelvic bone to your belly button a little bit, and you'll feel better stretch or more stretch on that, just over the hip. Go ahead and exhale, come forward, pull that leg through. One more on the chair, bring the soles of your feet together, right, and let those hips just fall out. And you're going to lean a little bit into that stretch so you get an adductor stretch. Curl that back up. Bring the foot up. And rotate the foot in and hug that knee into your chest. Giving you a nice cradle stretch. Go back. So I'm hunching, right? I want to sit up straight. I know. Breathe in, breathe out, and relax. Other side. Bring it up, hugging it in, nice and tall. Open those hips up. Breathe. One more time, sitting up straight. And relax, drop it down. All right, let's do another one of our little assessments here. Where are we tight? What's gotten looser? Go ahead and lift yourself up, nice and tall. I'm moving my chair over to the side. Moving down my mat. Before we get started with our chair, feel that posture, right? From the ground, right? Posture starts with your feet, believe it or not. The stronger your feet are, the looser your feet are, the more balance you're gonna have. So feel those toes come up, right? I even feel a little bit of a stretch on the soles of my feet, and then push those toes into the ground. Crunching them like you're trying to grab something with your feet. And then go ahead, lift them up. Open those feet, spread those toes as much as you can. And then drop those toes into the mat. Nice and flat. Feel each toe, grab that mat, push in. There you go. Good. Now we're going to slowly shift our weight forward foot. Back to your heel. Feel how your center of mass or your stomach moves forward and then moves back. Right? That's your balance. And now we're going to move to the side. We're going to move to the right foot. Shift all the way to the right. And shift all your weight back over to the left. And back to the right. Whole time we're working on that belly breathing. Left. All right, big stretch out. Nice long arm. I'm going to have you grasp your fingers here, nice and long, and go ahead and look up to the corner of the ceiling, pushing those hips forward. If you want, you can push it all the way straight up ahead of you and on top of you. Let that belly stretch, big and long. Breathe in, breathe out, and on down. We needed that. All right, facing your chair. I'm going to have you just come on up and do a forward fold straight into that chair, right? I want you to push your hips slightly back So you're getting a stretch on your butt muscles and all the way down the back of your legs. Push just back a little bit. Feeling the glute stretch, your hamstring stretch. Push those hips back. And then shift forward, right over the arches of your feet. You're pushing down on that chair. And we're going to go into a rag doll. So you're going to either drop onto your elbows, or you can grab your elbows and let that head dangle. Go back to your chair, so we're back to the forward fold, modified. Giving yourself a nice base. We're going to take our right arm and we're going to reach it all the way up, getting that front side stretch. Whew. Nice and long. Reach. Want to stack those shoulders if you can. And bring it back. Ooh. Go ahead and push those hips back again. Getting that stretch. Legs, knees are straight. There we go. Better. Knees are straight. Push it back. Come on back forward. I'm going to have you grab your elbows, or either go down your elbows or grab your elbows. Let gravity do some work here. Head dangling. Then your knees roll it up, all the way up. Nice and tall. Give me a big breath up. We're going to do the opposite. So grab those fingers and look up to the ceiling corner of the room. Or you can look all the way up, get a nice stretch on your front side. Feel how that weight shifts to your heels and you're pushing your hips forward. And then come on back. Let that head relax. Come on forward into that forward fold. We're going to reach up now with the opposite arm. So I did my right, now I'm going to do my left. I'm going to rotate up, getting that stretch. This side's even tighter than the other. Open that chest as much as I can. And come on down. Whew. Push those hips back. I'm going to walk up with my left foot. Step back with my right foot. Both feet are pointed forward, straight ahead. Shifting my weight to my left foot, front foot. And let go of that chair. And bring your arms up. Nice and tall. Breathe. In a nice straight line. Open up that chest. Squeeze those, open up those ribs. Bring them away from your hips. Nice and long. Open up that back heel. So now we're going to straight open the foot to a 45-degree angle and close those hips off. Nice and long, reaching it up. I'm going to have you go back down to your chair. Right? So both feet are open. Foot's pointed forward. And we're going to reach open so we're getting a nice long stretch. This is a bit easier of a twist because our hip is already open. Relax, working up to that hand, get a nice stretch. And bring it back into that forward position. We're going to step back with our left foot. Right? And bring those hips into a nice plank so our shoulders are right over our hands. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. I'm trying to hold things for 5 breaths. One more deep breath in. Bring up that right foot. It's right between the hands, and we're into that lunge position. Shift your weight to that right foot and push up. We're in a lunge position. Reach those arms up. Nice and tall. Fingers to the ceiling. If you want to push those hips forward and look up, it's going to challenge your balance, but you're going to get a better stretch on the front side. Bring the hands down. We're going to come up on that back foot. Rotate that heel so the foot's at a 45-degree angle. And bring yourself back into that warrior one position. Go ahead and grab those fingers, lower those hips, and look up to the ceiling, getting a nice stretch front side. Breathe. Bring it all the way down into your chair. Take that left arm and open it up. Feel that chest open. You're going to get a bit of a stretch on that front leg thigh. Open it up. Let that leg stretch. Keep the toes over the knee over the toes. Come on back down into your chair. And push it back into your plank. Keeping that belly in nice and tight. Shoulders are right over your hands. Squeeze it in. Push your hips back up. So now we're in downward dog position. Whew. We're going to be a little bit of shoulder work. Make sure that chair is sturdy and against something. We're going to pick up our right foot. Nice and tall. Like to get it up high as you can. Picking it up, working that balance. Feel that left leg being strong. Your core being strong. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Drop it down. Push those hips back down into your plank. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push the hips back to downward dog. Pushing into our chair. The left leg turns to straightening our right. Pushing our left up. And working the balance on the right side. You have your chair. Trying to keep the hips from rolling. Breathing in. Breathing out. Feel the strength in that hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. Drop the foot down. Push those hips back to plank. Woo-wee. We're strong today. And push back to downward dog. I'm going to be nice. Just walk your feet up. Going to be into a forward fold position. Let those hips relax. Bend the knees and come on up. Nice big stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring it back down. Whew, how we doing? Didn't lose anybody, did I? All right, you guys, kind of wiggle those hips around. Those balances, we're getting into our hip joints, right? That's what we want there. We want that strength there. All right, working that belly breathing. So here we go. You see strength work here. We're going to bring those toes together. Drop those hips down, letting those elbows rest on your thighs. Toes are together, elbows are resting on those thighs, gently resting, right? Not supporting, resting. Confident level here. Feel that belly pulling into your spine, nice and strong. Bring those arms out and away from you. Nothing's happening with those hips. They're just supporting. They're nice and strong. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Bring those hands down to your chest, and we're going to bring our right elbow to our left knee. Open those hips up. Open up that chest. Trying to get those elbows up and away. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One more time. Release it and come on up nice and tall. Oh, that's good. Let it stretch. Arms come down. Roll those shoulders. Adjust those hips. Yes, you know we have to be equal. Toes together. Slide those arms down. Push those hips back, right? We're in like a skier mode. Ooh. Get ready for winter, right here. Going down the slopes. Breathe in. Arms are resting, not supporting on the knee. Bring those arms out. Give me 5 breaths right here. Bring arms into the chest, rotate to the right, pushing back on those heels, rotating those shoulders, feeling strong. Bring the hands down and come on up with those legs. Let the head dangle. And roll those shoulders all the way back up, nice and tall. All right, you guys, those hips are getting stronger. That was just a chair pose with a twist. Twist is supposed to be good for your digestion. I need to do a lot of twisting. All right, I'm going to have you step back with your right leg, no chair, right? We're in a nice balanced position. Our feet are about shoulder width apart. Both feet are pointed forward, right? So they're parallel to each other. Breathing in nice and strong. Bring those arms up, nice and long. If you want to get a belly stretch, push those hips forward. Bring the arms down. We're loading that front leg, my left leg, we're loading it, so we're pushing down onto it. I'm going to stand straight up off of that left leg and bring my leg into a stork pose. Oh, find that balance. The chair's there if you need it. Lift those shoulders up. Nice and high. Oh, lift. Find that balance. Open your gate. Close your gate. Lift the torso. Open your gate. Close your gate. Open. And set that foot on your shin. Find your balance. Breathing. And release. Let those hips walk it out, right? Side to side. You guys are doing championship work today. Oh, there we go. We got one more side, but we can do this, right? So we're going to step back with that left. Find your positions, right? That front knee is right over the middle toe of your foot. Your back foot's parallel to your front foot. Your left foot's parallel to your right. Your belly's in nice and tight, and your shoulders are right over your hips. This is balance right here, isn't it? You've got this. Belly's in tight, working that breathing. Load that right leg. So shift forward, push down on the arch of your foot, and lift yourself up into your stork. And we'll stumble there. Shoulders are tall. Nice and balanced. Here we go. We're going to open the gate. Close it. Open. If your chair, you need that chair there, that's perfectly fine, you guys. I have no problems. Close. Open to tree. I needed to find my lift. Find your lift. Right? Find that lift. Find that balance. And breathe for me. Breathe nice and deep. Exhale. One more nice deep breath. And bring it down. Walk it out. Excellent. We're done with that. Our legs are strong. From the inside, they're strong, right? All right, we're good. You need water. This is your time. All right, we're going to breathe up. Nice and tall. We're going to go forward fold. Push those hips back into our chair. But we're going to be going down to the ground now. So as you can, right? Reach down to the ground. Let that head rotate. Your legs, your back of your legs should be nice and long and stretched. Go ahead and pedal it if you need to. But we're going to walk it back into our downward dog position. Right? We're going to drop that left heel and then the right heel into the ground, get the ankles a little bit more flexible. Calves. Supporting with your belly. And we're going to shift our weight forward so we're in a nice plank position. Keeping that belly strong. Hands are right underneath your shoulders. And we're going to slowly drop into a tricep. And shut our own guide lead. We're going to cross up. Move my chair. Which puts me into that perfect Superman position, but we're going to bring our elbows back down so we're in a scarecrow position. Face down. Now I'm going to have you reach, slide your hand on the ground, on the carpet, whatever, up over your head so you're back into Superman. Then bring those elbows all the way down into your hips, right? Squeeze the sides. Tops of your feet are on the ground. Reach up. Nice long aerodynamic Superman position. Bring it down. We're sliding our hands right now. One more time. We're just working on that shoulder mobility. Making sure those shoulders are getting full range of motion inside that joint. Not really working strength or anything else yet. All right, here we go. This time we're going to work into the strength. So Superman, lift up the arms off the ground and then bring those elbows into your side. So our shoulders are squeezing together. They're lifting up off the ground. Reach up, reach back down. I want that same range of motion you were getting on the ground. Reach up nice and long. Bring it back down. Breathing. Breathe in, push that belly into the ground, stretch, and bring it down to the hips. Woo. Hands are next to your side, and you're going to lift that chest up off the ground. Ooh, good job. Slide your hands forward. Supporting with your elbows, you're in a nice cobra position. And in this, I want you to breathe through that belly. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring those shoulder blades into your spine. Low back, belly stretch. ahead, bring your chest down. Bring your hands next to your chest. Push yourself up. We're going to go all the way back into a child's pose. So for this one, our big toes are together, your knees are pointed out. And let that low back stretch. Arms are as far away from your hips as you can get them. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Let it relax. Drop your forehead down to the ground. You're going to walk your hands over to the right side, shoulder width apart, letting that stretch on your left side. You're opening up your ribs. Be careful, don't do too much. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Walk your hands back to the middle. And then over to that left side. Shoulder width apart with the arms. And breathe it into that right lung. Opening up those right ribs. Breathe. Walk it back to the middle. Push yourself back up into that quadruped position. So your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees to straight. Your tops of your feet to straight. And we're going to just do a cat-cow. So arch that back up. And then rotate everything through linearly, looking up in front of you. Breathe in. Arch up. Exhale. Out. And bring it back to flat. All right, we're going to do some simple quadruped positioning. So we're going to work into a bird dog. So right arm and left leg, extend it out, keeping that back nice and flat. We're not doing anything fancy today. Just reach it out. So squeeze that butt, glute, squeeze that shoulder blade into spine. Be nice and long. Belly's nice and tight. Breathe. Two more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Squeeze. Breathe out. Drop it down. All right, other side. Left arm, right leg. Push that leg out, arm out. Feel that stretch. Lifting that leg up so it's in a straight line. Squeeze that shoulder blade into spine. Nice and solid. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Two more. And bring it back down. Go back into that child pose. Release. I'm going to have you crawl back up. Move your elbows out slightly. And then drop your hips down. Now we're going to get a good shoulder stretch. Elbows are up. You're on your elbows and you're letting that upper body just kind of push into your elbows. And drop it back down. Roll yourself over. Rock those hips down and roll it around. Whew. All right, you guys, we're doing great. You're getting there. I'm going to do a little bit of core work. So I want you to grab, feet are shoulder width apart, firmly anchored on the ground. You're grabbing those knees. right? And I want you to, see how I'm kind of shoulders rotated forward? Rotate those shoulders back, right? Square shoulders in the front. That crown of your head is as far away from those hips as you can get it. Nice and tall, keeping that straight line. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to engage my core. I'm locking my feet into the ground, and I'm lifting my arms up off my hands. That didn't work. Arms off of my knees. Ha. You got this. Breathe. I'm keeping that torso in the same position. Arms come up over my head. Breathe. Arms come down right in front of me. Breathe. In, arms up. Out. Arms down. We got two more. Come on, nice and strong. Breathe in. Arms up. Exhale. Arms down. Grab those knees. Pull your chest in. Stretch that lower back. Did you feel how when you move your arms over your head, your back started to engage more? That means you weren't engaging your core enough. Got one more, you guys. We're nice and strong. So grabbing those knees, right, hunching forward, roll it back. Arms, chest is out, square chest. Feet are anchored. Work that belly. Feel the belly to start with. While we're still holding on to those knees. Breathe in, breathe out. Tighten that core. Tighten that belly. Tighten that whole midsection, right? Keep it nice and solid. We're in a plank there. And let those arms go. Nice and strong, palms up. Reach those arms out. Reach that crown of your head up. Lift hands above your head. Belly's tight, belly's tight. Drop it down. Breathe. Breathe in. Tighten that belly. Arms up. There you go. You got this. Bring it down. One more time. Tighten that belly. Bring your arms up. Nice and strong. Elongate that body. And bring your arms down. Grab those knees. Bring it up. Stretch that lower back. And I'm going to let you roll all the way down to the ground. I forgot my strap. Make sure that strap's near you. All right, we rolled all the way down to the ground. Let's do a little bit of an assessment here. So stretch out those legs, stretch out those arms. What are we feeling? What's tight? What's not letting us relax? Breathe it in, breathe it out. Let's start easy. Let's bring that right leg, grab behind that knee, and then just bring that right knee into your chest, letting it stretch. Okay, it's right there. Let's grab our strap. Wrap the strap around your foot and push that foot to straight. So I'm a little curious now that we've done all this stretching. Are you starting in a straight position that's higher than you normally would? Just check that out. And then as you're breathing, we have our 5 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Go ahead and bring that foot a little bit closer. Back of your leg should feel warm, but not painful. Grab the strap with your opposite arm. This is my right leg, my left hand, and I'm going to pull that foot across my midline. So this might be a little bit tight because we did all that balancing. Feel it. Stretch from the side of your knee all the way down the leg to the side of the hip. Maybe even some of your butt muscle, your glute. Breathe through that stretch. And bring it back to the middle. Go ahead and bend that knee a little bit, grab the other foot, and let that leg drop out. Let it stretch. Inside. Groin stretch. Keep breathing. And the knee. Grab that. Ooh, I want to do the same thing. So I'm going to stretch out my right leg and bring that left leg in. Give it a little bit of a low back stretch before we go into that hamstring. Glute stretch. Go ahead and wrap that strap around your foot and push that foot up. Check this one out. Are you starting higher with a straight leg than you don't normally do? Got 5 breaths. Gently bringing that foot closer. Keeping that knee straight. Go ahead and relax that foot a little bit. Bring it back down and then gently bring it across your body with the opposite hand. Your back, your hips are on the ground. You're feeling it stretch from the outside of your knee all the way up to your hip. Go ahead and grab that strap. And your other leg. So right leg is being held by my right hand. And I'm letting my left leg drift out, supporting it with the strap with my left hand. This stretch you should feel from the inside of your knee all the way into your pubic bone. Let it stretch, let it open up. Breathe. And relax. Drop those feet down to the ground. Keeping the feet on soles on your ground. If you want to keep your feet on the ground, maybe let those legs extend out, whatever is the most comfortable for you. Go ahead and let those hands drop down to your low belly. And just feel your breath. Feel what it feels like to relax. Let those shoulders open up and drop into the mat. Deep breath in, blowing it out. Giving yourself time to regenerate. Nice, good oxygen in, letting those muscles recover. If you're ready, go ahead and bring your feet to a bend position. And then drop those feet down, your knees down to the right side. Roll over onto that right side, feeling more of a child pose, a child position, fetal position. Let the muscles relax, let the head relax. Using that top arm, push yourself up to the side, sitting up, let that blood in your brain come back to your brain. Obviously, I knew that. Grabbing that water, we need water. We did a whole hour with no water. Change my camera.